everybody. So I figured that I would give you guys a little bit of a tip on, because I know a lot of people have trouble with this. I know my best friend has a lot of trouble with it, but to each their own. But I figured I would help you guys try to put on lashes. Like, in my opinion, lashes sort of always like complete a look. So like, you can look really nice without the lashes. You can have like your mascara on, you got your like your shadow, your lipstick, everything else. But for whatever reason, like, I just love my lashes. Can't go without them. Well, I can, but I don't like to, if you know what I mean. So basically, what you're gonna want to do is, first of all, you're just gonna peel them off the little cardboard, little plastic thing that they come on. And one thing with the lashes, you'll see, hold them up here. You see how this side is going to be longer than this side over here? Okay, so with a lot of lashes, they are like that. And so you got to make sure you put them on the correct eye, because if you put this lash, for instance, you put the longer side in the middle, that's going to get really annoying right up in here. And so that's just, it's going to be a pain in the butt, for lack of better words. So you just want to make sure that if it does have a shorter side to it, that you want the shorter side to be in the inner corner of the eye. But yeah, so these are a lot of like the really thick lashes like these. They do have like a thicker like band right up here at the top, and that they are a little stiffer a lot of times. And so one thing that helps before you even put glue on them, before you even attempt to try and put them on, a good thing to do is to sort of just like bend them and make sure like you get those inner and outer corners like bent. That way it sticks a little easier, because sometimes if you don't, the glue won't necessarily hold up very long in those corners, because you got that thick band just sort of poking it out there. And if you don't get that glue down, it can also poke you right there or right in there, and it can also be really annoying, and you won't be able to wear them comfortably very long, if at all. And so you should do that for a little bit, and you can keep doing it while the glue's dry, after you put the glue on it and everything. So I'm just gonna, I've worn these once or twice, so they're loose, but yeah, just do that usually a couple times, even if you just do it a little bit before you wear them each time. Even if you do reuse them, that's fine, you do you. But I'm going to be using the Strip Lash adhesive from Kiss. It's one of my favorite ones just because it's not a tube, and it has this little brushy thing, so like it has a brush. And I have always found it so much easier to apply the glue with the brush rather than the tube, because you can control how much glue. Because you'd be surprised, you really don't need all that much glue. They stick pretty well. But yeah, so what you're going to want to do with your glue is you're going to take it and just sort of apply it to just the band of the lash. Try your best not to get it in the actual lash, the actual hairs on the lash, just because that will make them stick together, and it's not gonna be a good day because it's impossible pretty much to get the glue out of the lash hairs. Been there, done that, not a fun time. But yeah, and so you just want to apply a pretty decent amount. You don't want to use so much that it's like everywhere, but you want a pretty decent amount. And I personally, like, you don't have to do this, but I personally have trouble with getting the corners to stay down a lot, and so I apply like extra glue on the very ends. Focus there, thank you. But yeah, and then so basically there's your glue on your lash, and you can keep doing the whole twisty thing. It's not what I meant to call it, the little bendy thing. with them to just sort of keep that. And you don't want to put them on while the glue is super wet, because they will slide around and it's even worse of a pain than they already are to try and get on sometimes. So what you want to do is wait until it's mostly clear, and that means it's tacky, and so it's not going to be as slippery. And so when you stick it down, it's actually going to stick instead of sliding around. So a lot of times you just like blow on it a little bit, speed it up if you're impatient, like I am, because I'm very impatient when it comes to things like this. But it's a good thing to do to make sure that you're not going to have too much trouble with it. So like, there we go. Most of that's, for the most part, dry. If the one part's drying faster than the other, you might want to just stick it on real quick, because we want it to stick a little bit, so. And I'll usually just use my fingers to apply them. A lot of people will use like tweezers or some sort of like lash applicator thing, but honestly I just find it easier for me just to use my fingers to just stick it on there. And once you actually get it like on there, so like that's pretty much on, but one thing you want to do to help it look a little bit more like real and like your actual lashes, because I mean, like, who are we fooling? We got these big fluffy things on our eyes now. But one thing that will help to sort of mesh your lashes into the fake ones is to sort of like squeeze like at the base of the lash to make sure that that lash band is as close to your lashes as possible. And then one thing that I will do to sort of mesh the actual lashes together is I will take them and I'll like squeeze like my actual lashes into the fake ones, and like I will sort of like roll it back and forth a little bit so that my lashes and the fake ones kind of like, I guess, tangle up together. They don't really like tangle, but they mesh better into the one cohesive whole. So as you can see there, you can't really see where my lashes are and where the fake ones are. So it works. It's not the easiest, but it works. But yeah. So hold on a second and I'll go ahead and put the other one on real quick. And we're back. And lash. So yeah, that's about it really. There's not too much to it. Just takes a lot of practice, and that's it. But like, it looks so much better now. So like, it just adds sort of like that little bit of a finishing touch to everything. A lot of times too, if you do accidentally get like too much glue on there, and like if it doesn't dry completely clear or it looks really shiny on top of your eyeliner, what you can do is you can take your eyeliner again and you can just like sort of like hold the lashes down a little bit, and you can literally just draw over top of the edge of the lash. So, and that sort of gets rid of any like extra like shininess from the glue, or if you accidentally like do a little bit of a glue overflow. And so it can help a lot with selling that illusion that it's actually like attached to your face, like it's actually coming from your face instead of being glued onto your face. But yeah, and so that I believe is pretty much how I at least put on fake lashes. Hopefully that helped any of you who may be struggling with that. I know somebody explained it very similarly to me when I first started wearing them, and I know it helped me a lot, so hopefully it's helping some of you too.